Hello, Virgo. Ah, welcome to your reading of November the 19th through the 25th, 2023. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for finding your way here. And if you are returning, thank you so much for blessing me with your support. If you're new, I would love it if you would join our spiritual community. So just like and subscribe, and that would help me greatly. I think I'm at like 360 subscribers on YouTube, and I've been stuck at 23 subscribers on BitChute, although I see that there's lots of people watching the videos, they're just not subscribing. So that actually does help me in the long run. So I hope you will join our community. So today I'm going to continue working with the archangels this whole month, as I had stated in my previous videos. I will be pulling an oracle card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and I will be pulling a card from the Doreen Virtue Angel Therapy deck. I will be doing your cards. I will be pulling clarifiers for your cards. And then at the end, I will be pulling 5 main themes. Those 5 main themes at the end will either clarify what's already been talked about, or it may be new information that hasn't been brought up in the reading. Okay, so I hope you stay to the end. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I hope you are all doing well. Are you guys traveling for the holiday? And if you do, please be safe. And your card is Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. I love koalas. They're very slow moving, and all they do is eat. Eucalyptus, right? But Spirit has a plan for you, Virgo. What could it be? Your angel card is the God box. This is a great card. Look at her. She has an offering, but she also has this peace dove that's going to come in and fly and bless her. The message says, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Oh, that's a great card. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay. So I have shuffled your cards, but I'll shuffle them again so you can see that I'm actually shuffling, and I didn't stack the deck. Did you work with your angel last week? Did you find that helpful in any way? I would love to hear your comments as to how your week went last week, whether or not your reading helped you, whether inviting the angel in helped you. I always work with my angels, so yes, they always help me, but that's because I consciously choose to always work with them, right? It's a little different. Okay, Virgo, I'm splitting the deck. Spirit always tells me to split 3 times and then pull the deck together and split 1 more time, which is what I always do. Okay, so your first card is 7 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Death card. Don't worry, I'll tell you more about that in a moment. And the 5 of Cups. So the Knight of Pentacles represents your energy here. So you are showing up quite strongly in this reading here, Virgo. And I'm going to just go ahead and pull your clarifying cards, and then I'll tell you everything that I am seeing that you'll be working with this week. May I have clarifiers, please, for Virgo? What do they need to know for their highest and their best for the week of November the 19th to the 25th, please, Spirit? Highest and best guidance. Okay, splitting the deck 3 times. Splitting the deck one more time. Clarifiers. Moon. Wheel of Fortune. Woo! Those are big. 10 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. The Fool card. The Hierophant. 3 of Wands. King of Wands. 6 of Swords. Okay, Virgo. So let me just take a quick peek here. Okay, so you have 5 major arcana cards. So that means that's energy that you're going to be working with for a while. It could very well mean that you're working through this energy for the next, through the end of the year at least, and maybe to the beginning of 2024. For some of you, okay, so your first column has to do with, it's kind of letting me know what the energies are for the week that you will be working through, okay? So we start off with this 7 of Wands. Now, this 7 of Wands is a card of strategy. This guy is up on a hill. He's got people that are trying to get him off that hill, but he's not going to allow himself to be taken off the hill. So he's strategically found himself a position where he can fend off all the things that he needs. So this is a card of strategy of some kind. So I don't know exactly what it is that you're going to need to strategize on. I just know that that's the energy that you're going to be working with this next week. And hopefully some of these other cards will clarify what that could be about. It is clarified by the Moon card, which is the card of mystery. So you're going to be walking down a path that you're not even aware of what path you're going to be walking down, because it's the mystery card, right? The Moon is about mystery, and it's about the card itself. You have a lobster here that's in water. He's actually coming up out of the water, which he's more comfortable on in the water than he is on land. And he's going to be walking down this path. And you can see this path goes past these two. One is a wolf and the other one is a dog. And he's going to go past these 2 pillars to the mountains that are way back there in the back. Now, the other thing about this card, this Moon card, is it kind of looks like a sun and moon together, right? So this could be the eclipse energy that's coming in at the end of the month. So that would make sense, since this is a major arcana card, that it may be a little while for you to work through. I don't have clarification as to what specifically, what part of your life that this is going to be hitting. I just know that there is a mysterious path that you'll be going down that hasn't revealed itself to you yet. You just have to trust. It is part of a karmic cycle that you are completing. So I feel as though this is one of those opportunities that is a bump up. Oh, and I didn't share with you that one of the energies that we're working with this week is this energetic spray, Archangel Metatron's upgrade and expansion spray. I did spray that before I started your reading. So this could very well be that there is this karmic lesson that is coming to an end. At this time, I don't know exactly what it is. I'm probably not meant to know, but you may already know what this is talking about or what this karmic cycle is about. However, for me, I feel as though this karmic wheel is constantly moving. So it isn't as though you will never see this card again. It is confirming, though, that it may take a little while to work through this energy, as I had said, because these are major arcana cards, okay? So it could very well be that you don't quite know exactly by listening to this message yet what it is, but something is going to come in and will trigger that for you. And you'll look back and go, oh, yeah, that's what she was talking about, right? So your next steps have to do with, this is the card that represents you as this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the knight that is the slowest moving knight. He is making progress, but he's more concerned about his own home, creating his own physical abundance, his physical security, than he is about going out and adventuring like the king or the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords would be, right? They just go right out and they don't think about anything. They're just going out for the adventure. And this guy is more of a homebody. But this does represent your energy here. And then the other thing is, it looks as though that you are completing some type of a cycle as well. It may very well be that some of you may feel as though you've been stabbed in the back, because if you look at this card, sorry, this thing keeps rolling for some reason. If you look at this card, he's got 10 swords. It doesn't take 10 swords to kill a person. He's definitely dead. So what this is saying is it's the ending of a cycle again. This is more of a short-term cycle. This is more of a day-to-day life cycle, where this karmic cycle, I feel, is more like on a spiritual level, like you're really taking a big step up spiritually. It could have something to do with work. You may very well be evaluating where it is that you're currently working. Are you happy there? Do you feel as though you're supported there? Do you feel as though you get enough recognition in that place? Because if you look at him, yes, he's planted these seeds. They are growing. He's put a lot of work into this, but he's evaluating whether or not the work is, the juice is worth the squeeze, right? So that's kind of what he's evaluating. So it could very well be that maybe you are completing a cycle in a current job, and maybe you are looking for something new to go and do, okay? And the energy of your next column has to do with things that you're not aware of that's coming in. And one of them happens to be another opportunity. However, this is an opportunity. It could very well be an opportunity in work, but it's going to be more in line with what you want to do in life. What gives you inspiration? What makes your heart sing? What makes you want to get up and go to work every day? This is an opportunity, right? This is a blessing. And as you can see, this is the hand of God here handing you this opportunity. However, at the same time, you have to take that opportunity and do something with it. You have to nourish it. You have to do all the things in order to make this solidified in your life, okay? And then that is clarified by the Page of Cups, which again, the Page of Cups has to do with this cup opportunity, right? So this is kind of very clarifying. He's got a fish in this cup, but you've got a dove in this cup. So this is a dove of peace. But this guy is looking at that fish, and he realizes this is an opportunity and I need to do something with it. Otherwise, the fish is just going to jump out of the cup, right? So it's kind of confirming that same energy. It could very well be, that pages represent a new path, a new direction, but they also represent messages. So it could very well be that you're waiting for some opportunity, or you're waiting for something that will pique your interest in order to move forward for this opportunity. It could be something that starts you on a new path, because this card is the Fool card. So it could very well, and if you look, it's a very happy card. The Fool card means that you have completed some areas of your life that have allowed you to begin again. And this card is a card of self-belief. This is a card of uh, willing to take risks, willing to go after the things that you want, recognizing that Spirit's always got your back, that, you know, this guy's ready to walk off this cliff. He's looking up in the sky, but he has belief that he's always going to be taken care of, that Spirit's always got his back, right? The sun is always shining on the Fool, right? So the Fool has to do with a new journey, a new chapter, something new is coming in. And this whole column right here is confirming that for you. Now, your strengths. Your strengths is started off with the Death card. So the Death card definitely means that there was an ending of some kind, that you're never going to be able to walk down that path again. That door now is closed, right? It could have been a painful ending, or it could have been a joyful ending, because maybe it was a long road for you and now you feel accomplished, right? I look at this energy as this is definitely Scorpio energy. The Death card does represent Scorpio. I feel that you're still working through some of that Scorpio energy, but as this is your strength, I feel that you're going to be just fine. And the reason why I say that is because not only do you have the Death, which is about a restart, which this is the Fool again, is confirming, yes, you're starting a new journey because this door's closed, right? And it's confirmed by this Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is an energy of guidance and inner wisdom. But at the same time, this gentleman that is in this chair, which is the Hierophant himself, he has the ability to bridge not only the spiritual realm, but then the physical realm as well. These two guys right here are on the physical realm. They're looking for some kind of a blessing from this gentleman, because he has the ability to bless them, because he does bridge that spiritual gap. You can look at this as kind of like a priest card. I don't look at it as a priest card. For one thing, this represents Taurus, and I'm a Taurus. I look at it as, yes, I have 1 foot in the spiritual realm and 1 foot in the physical realm, and I'm bringing down that knowledge. And that's what this is saying too. So it looks like to me, you're really going to start tapping into that Hierophant energy, which makes sense. It's an earth sign, right? That this would be something that you're going to do. It's also clarified by this Three of Wands. And what I'm going to say about the Three of Wands is, if you see this guy, now this, I believe, is the only card, no, maybe it's not, that has their back. You can't really see their expression, right? So if you see, there are these boats on this card, and that means that he's sent those boats out into the world, and he's waiting for those ships to come home. So it's like you have planted some seeds along your path. And some of this, as you were planting these seeds, some other things were coming to fruition and completion. And now you're just waiting for these seeds to mature, right? So that you can move forward. Again, you have this beautiful gold card. So this is a very positive card, Virgo. So it may be that there's a slight delay here as you're waiting for whatever it is that you've planted to come into a little bit more of maturity. Your final outcome, surprisingly to me, is this Five of Cups. This Five of Cups, as you can see, is a card of, he's got this spilt wine here. The thing about this card is he's got his back to these other 2 cups. What is he doing? He's focusing on the spilt cups. And he used to have a love of wine, and he's lost his love of wine. So he's looking at this and he's bummed out, because he's like, this is something that I really used to enjoy, and now I don't enjoy it anymore. But he doesn't realize that he has these two other cups here. These could be filled with any other magical thing that spirit wants to gift to him. Maybe he has lost his love for wine, but maybe now he's going to find that he loves something else. If he would just look at these two cups and recognize that there are still opportunities for him not to focus on what he doesn't have, right? So the whole point of this card is on the Rider-Waite deck, he has the two cards beside him, and then there is a bridge that leads him over to this castle. So he has a path. He's just not focusing on that path because he's kind of wallowing in his, sorrow for the loss, his loss of love of the wine, basically. So what this card boils down to is to really focus on the things that you're good at. Focus on the things that bring you joy, because this card is also a card of change. There's been a lot of cards of change here, right? There's a lot of endings and new starts, completions and new beginnings in this whole reading. This whole reading has been new beginnings for you. So don't cry over the things that you feel as though you may have lost, or you may have feel as though these things are no longer in your life. The thing that I would say is there's always new opportunities, right? You can always change your perspective and say, man, I used to really love wine and now I don't love wine anymore, but maybe now I love sparkling water. I don't know, something that will fill your cups and nourish you. I feel like water's a better choice anyway, personally, but that's me. This card is clarified by this King of Wands, and it's also clarified by the Six of Swords. So the King of Wands is an individual who is a very fiery individual. I call this an entrepreneur type of a person. So I think if you just shift your perspective, you could easily tap into this energy, and this energy could become yours. It doesn't necessarily have to be gender specific. It has to do with the energy captured and the meaning of the card. And the meaning of the card is an individual who is a very fiery individual. He is an entrepreneur. He knows how to get things done. Very warm, fiery spirit. This could represent, so the fire signs are Aries, Scorpio, and Leo. So it could be any of those people. This person is self-made. This person is very warm and caring, all of those kinds of things. Good communicator, but he's very much an action taker. This person does not slow down. So even on the weekends, this guy's always got to be working, doing something, working on his projects, working on his hobbies. He's a busy guy. This guy doesn't slow down for very long. So the final card has to do with the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is confirmation. When we were first looking at this of your Knight, right, your Knight of Pentacles, that was clarified by this 10, where you're feeling like you were stabbed in the back somehow, or someone had betrayed you, someone had done something to you that has hurt you in a way, right? But this situation is now dead, done, and over. And this card is saying that all of those problems that you've had in your past, all of the things that you have worked through, you are now moving to calmer shores. You're now moving to a place of comfort and safety. And this card is about persevering. So it's just telling you, keep going. You're very close to where you want to be. And this actually looks really pretty good for you, Virgo. You are doing a lot of work, and you really need to congratulate yourself for all the hard work that you have been doing. And recognize that, it isn't easy, and that the energies that we've been hitting against this month, with all these Scorpio transmutational type of energies, this is an excellent reading for you. So I hope something has resonated. Now I'm going to pull your last 5 cards to finalize your reading. And if you have found this message to be helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Your first card is the 4-leaf clover. So great good fortune is coming to you. Virgo, that's the way to do it. Butterfly, a change for the better. Your whole reading was about change. And that's what this card is, that your change is for the better. You're moving to calmer shores. You're going to a place where you're going to feel more settled, right? So that really is confirming that energy there. Dog barking, advice from a friend. And we have a barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And I don't feel like this is going to hit all of you. I think that may hit some of you. That could very well be this, this 10 where you feel like you got stabbed in the back. That could be from a love, right? It could very well be from a love, somebody that you've trusted. And you may be still healing from that, occurrence. Final card. Here we go, Virgo. Bird flying. News is on the way. Okay, everything in this looks really good. It looks like you're going to have a great week. Thank you so much for adding your energy here to my channel. I really do appreciate you all. I hope that God blesses you. Please be safe if you travel for the holiday, and please enjoy your time. Be sure to give back to yourself. Do self-care, and allow yourself to be surrounded by people who love and cherish you and enjoy that moment, okay? Because love makes the world go round. And the last thing is, don't forget about your God box. This was a very cool card. So I'm going to read it again. Write down any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box. This is a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Great card. Okay, Virgo, take care. I love you. And I will hope you have a great week, and I will be back in touch with you very soon. Take care.